You know, we use them every single day, but we almost never give them a second thought. I'm talking about your garage door. It's easy to forget that it's not just a big door. It's actually the largest, heaviest moving part of your entire home. And when it starts to act up, it's not just being loud. It's trying to send you a message. So think about it. That grinding sound it makes when you leave for work, or that little shudder you see as it closes. Most of us, right, we just kind of shrug it off. Oh, the house is just getting older. But what if those sounds aren't just random noises? What if they're a language, and your garage door is trying to warn you that something is about to go very, very wrong? Because honestly, that's exactly what's happening. That little annoyance you hear is actually a symptom of a much deeper, hidden problem. You could almost call it a silent killer, slowly causing a whole cascade of issues behind the scenes. And just ignoring it, well, that can lead to some really serious consequences. Okay, so let's break down what these warning signs actually mean. We're going to look at the huge gap between what you see and hear on the surface and what's really going on with all that complex machinery. So on the one hand, what you notice is pretty simple. Grinding sounds, jerky movements. It's annoying for sure, but maybe you don't think it's urgent. But here's what's really happening. The entire system is being put under this incredible, uneven strain. All the important parts, the rollers, the cables, you name it, they're all wearing out way faster than they should, all because something fundamental is out of whack. So, what is that fundamental problem? What's the one single flaw that can kick off this whole chain reaction? Well, it turns out the main culprit is almost always something you can't even see easily. And here it is: unlevel garage door tracks. Now, it sounds simple, but the implications are huge. See, those metal rails that your door rolls up and down on, they have to be perfectly aligned, both vertically and parallel to each other. If they're off by even a tiny little bit, the entire balance of that massive door gets thrown off, and that creates enormous stress on every single part of the system. And this is where things get really serious. That single flaw, an unleveled track, doesn't just stay a small issue. It triggers what's called a cascade of failure. It's basically a domino effect, where each problem just creates another, even bigger problem down the line. Here's how it goes. First, that imbalance puts a ton of uneven strain on the lifting cables, making them fray and eventually snap. Second, with that uneven pulling, the door itself can literally be forced off its tracks, which is a huge, messy, and expensive problem. Third, the misalignment just grinds away at the rollers, wearing them out years ahead of their time. Fourth, the springs, which are designed to handle a perfectly balanced load, are now dangerously overworked, and their lifespan gets cut way, way short. And trust me, a snapping garage door spring is an explosive event you do not want to be near. All of this leads to the final and most critical domino, a major safety hazard. Look, a garage door that's off balance isn't just a repair bill waiting to happen. It's a genuine safety risk. A door with frayed cables or overstressed springs can fail suddenly without any warning and just fall. We're talking about the potential for serious injury or thousands of dollars in damage to your car or your home. Okay, so we get the problem, right? It's serious. But the good news is there is a clear, methodical solution. And I'm not talking about just tightening a few bolts here and there. A proper, professional fix is a whole process designed to fix the root cause and all the damage it's already done. A real expert is going to start with a full inspection of the entire system, not just the part that's making noise. Then comes the precision work, leveling those tracks with specialized tools to get the alignment perfect. After that, they have to address that whole cascade of failure we talked about, repairing or replacing any worn-out parts like the rollers or cables. And finally, a good pro does a proactive maintenance check to make sure the whole system is solid for the long haul, so this problem doesn't just pop up again in 6 months. So after all that, what's the big takeaway for you? What should you remember? It's actually pretty simple. When you're dealing with the largest moving object in your home, being proactive isn't just a smart move, it's absolutely essential for your safety. This is a silent problem. It really is. It doesn't scream for attention with a big breakdown until it's already too late. By the time you notice those really major issues, the havoc has already been wreaked on the inside of your system. The whole key is to listen to those early, quiet warnings. That heavy, complicated machine that you count on every single day is constantly communicating with you. It really does deserve your attention. So the real question is, after everything we've just gone over, are you still going to ignore its warnings?